What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fomo Factory. Today we're going to talk about dollar costing into altcoins. Is it a good idea or not? A lot of people in crypto, they might be a little new, they might be longer in crypto, but they feel like as long as you dollar cost and you buy the dip, you will be all right. I will show you that it's actually not, to be the devil's advocate again. So like the video if you like some bearish motherfucker who is only complaining about the crypto market, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see that daily, and turn the bell notification on so you won't miss it as well. Now let's get right into it. A lot of times I have said that the altcoin market is not the place to be right now. Now, why is it not the place to be right now? Because it's going down, right? People take the liquidity from altcoins, put it into Bitcoin. That's why the Bitcoin dominance is going up. And what you see is that altcoins are going down, while Bitcoin is, in fact, this year going up. And if you look at altcoins on their Bitcoin pair, you also see that it's in a big downwards trend. And we are basically halfway there, right? Now, some people do have a feeling like, yeah, but I don't know, man. I feel FOMO for this altcoin and I really like it. And oh, now it's pumping with 10% before it goes down again, right? And then they feel like, yeah, I don't want to miss out. And is it really the best strategy? Well, I'm a subscriber of Benjamin Cohen's platform Into the Cryptoverse, and he made a new tool. And I really would like to show you right here because this says it all. If you after this video still be like, yeah, dollar costing in altcoins is a good idea, then you really, bro, check this out. Okay, so what this is a DCA simulation platform. And what you can do right here is you can select the asset, select the amount, when did you bought it, from when until when. So let's say you dollar cost it into Bitcoin with $100 every week from basically when the bear market started. So you also bought the top, right? That $69,000 level. That was November 2021. Let's say you do that until, I don't know why it says the 24th of July, but whatever, for more than 1.5 years. So you have a lot of buys, right? You have quite some buys, you know, because you've been dollar costing weekly into this. So will it turn out to be profit in that case? Well, yeah, it will turn out to be profit. Overall, you have made 88 purchases, which cost you $8,800. This is how much Bitcoin you would have. And this is your current value. All right, so if you dollar cost it in the complete bear market into Bitcoin, you will be in profit. So that answers the question, at least based on this cycle. Even in a bear market, does dollar costing pay off? For Bitcoin it does, right? 11% up, okay? That's not bad. I mean, you could try to time the whole thing and buy at 50K or 30K or 40K or 20K, but yeah, that's quite gambling as nobody really knows, you know, what the top is and what the bottom is. Therefore, we have dollar costing. That's for people that are willing to admit, like, I don't know where shit is going, but I have faith in this project, right? That's the best thing to do. But then you look at the same, so the same $100 every week from that date until that date, but with other assets, right? And it has a lot of assets right here. Okay, not only the older altcoins and all the shit that you probably gonna put in the comments if you like another altcoin, right? Random, all right? So what happens if you did that with Ethereum? You would be in profits today, but 1.5%, so not much, right? Then you go down the line with BNB. With BNB, you would be in quite some loss, even though you dollar cost it your way, and even that, you know, the lowest, what was it, $160 it went or something like that? Whatever. Even that, you dollar cost it, you still will be in a loss. Your $8,800 is now worth $6,800, so you lost 2K over that complete time. With XRP, that would be in profits, for sure. XRP is one of the coins that did very well in this bear market. All right, in this bear market, especially after the recent pump of 100%, otherwise you wouldn't have that much profits probably, right? You would now have 11.5K. a couple of weeks ago, you would have had 13 or even $14,000. Just before that, however, you would have had $8,600, right? So even, this is mostly because of the Ripple news pump, right? Other than that, it will also put you in a small, but nevertheless, loss. Well, if you did it with Dogecoin, you will be in a loss. If you did it with Cardano, you will be in a pretty big loss. If you did it with Solana, you would have been in a loss. If you did it with Tron, 15% up, fair enough. If we did it with Polkadot, you will be in a loss. If you did it with Matic, one of the strongest and coins with the best partnerships out there, be in a loss. We can look at everything. Litecoin, barely, playing even basically, but Shiba, loss. There are a lot of altcoins you can check out. HBAR, pretty big hype, big loss. Doesn't matter, fuck the hype. It's a bear market, right? There's a lot. Quant is a coin that a lot of people were bullish about. You would still be in a loss, right? If you did it with Arbitrum is pretty new, so that's not. With VeChain, you'll be in a loss. Near Protocol, you would be in a huge loss, right? Go on, go on, go on. If we go to gaming, Sandbox, you will be in a big loss. Name something, right? IMX, be in a loss, right? It's all in a loss. Axie, loss, right? You see that I'm clicking random coins now. And the thing is that if you click Bitcoin, you see profits. But if you click altcoins, yeah, out of the 10, 15 that I just showed you, you see like 3 in profits maybe, right? That says exactly what it needs to say. Stay away from altcoins in the bear market, even if you consider buying the dip and do some smart dollar costing strategies. Why? Well, first, you take way more risk than if you do it with Bitcoin. And second, with altcoins, you end up in a loss. And with Bitcoin, you would have ended up in profit. So why would you take more risk for less profit? Ask yourself. And it's always because people think, yeah, but now is the dip. This is the dip. Yeah. And the dips dip further. And then, you lost money. And then that's how crypto works, man. It wrecks you. Even if you think you're smart. You're in these communities. You'd be like, oh, this is a good project. Yeah. And you know what else is very fucked up when it comes to that? There are a couple of altcoins that did very well. For example, Caspa, right? Caspa came out in that period, right? So if you dollar costed in Caspa, yeah, you bought the bottom, of course, right? When Caspa wasn't worth anything. You will be in an insane profit, right? Insane. Even if you didn't went all in right here, but you just dollar costed from the beginning to the end, right? If you just dollar costed, right? Now the problem is that people see these coins, and these are one in a couple of thousand exceptions, and people always think that they can find the exception. The hard truth is that you probably can't. All right? People here didn't know that Casper was going here. They didn't know. You can have faith, right? Like, oh, it's a good project, so it's going up. There are a lot of good projects that are not going up because it's a bear market. And some projects, they came out at the right time. They did the right thing. They found the right community. They have the right project. Everything just comes together based on, smart plays and luck, right? Also luck. That's the whole thing. But you don't want to base your money on luck. I can go on, right? Gala, has a super great product, has the hype, also in a loss. You do not know, right? And these altcoins, it differs, but most of them, even if you dollar cost very strategically, you lose like 30 to 50%, right? That's not smart dollar costing. Like I said, if you for example look at Gala, just to call something, right? If you look at Gala, right, this is how the chart looks like. down, completely down. And even that you dollar cost it a little bit right here and here and here and here, wherever the fuck, it doesn't matter. Overall, if you dollar cost your complete way down here, here, your average will be sitting, you know, here somewhere. I don't know, here probably. Right? It doesn't mean that over the long run it's a bad idea. Well, let me put it like this. It's not that over the long run you, how can I say this best? A good project that will survive, which in my opinion a Gala could be, right? If you lost 50%, then probably means this is your average entry. It happens to be where this line is, right? Will Gala ever go higher than here? I think so, right? So over the long run, it means you will still make profit. The bad thing is that you first have to pull off a 2x to play even. And from there, you start making profits. Now your profits, your potential profits that it could make is automatically twice as low, right? Because it doesn't come from here, but from here, right? That's the problem. Second problem is you do not know if the project that you are going to dollar cost in is going to survive in the first place, right? People dollar cost it in Luna. People dollar cost it in whatever. There are a lot of projects that died and will die. You do not know. Every project out there can still die. Yeah, and the third is that why? Because in a bear market, Bitcoin is better in any way, right? I'm more an altcoin maxi than a Bitcoin maxi, believe me. But I'm also, by now, luckily, I have seen enough to know that you have to know when to be in what, right? And in a risk, like if the market is going down and if the market is showing that it's like crashing and that the volatile and the less secure and the more high risk tokens are getting wrecked, then why do you choose to be in those tokens if you also know that the reward is less? It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. Because not only if you just dollar cost it in Bitcoin, you would now have profits, right? Well, first you at least didn't lose money. If you did this with altcoins, you have lost money. That's what we just saw. So you have not lost money, but also you have profits. And now you can even use those profits to maybe now dollar cost in altcoins or in like a couple of months from now and have better entries than the people who were dollar costing in all these altcoins and made these losses. So yeah, it's like eventually, if you dollar cost it in the good altcoins, you have a temporary loss and you will make gains. But then again, oh yeah, all the points that I just mentioned, you took more risk, you have less reward, you have not any profits for now, your entry is way higher, so your gains in the coming bull run are going to be lower as well. So you're taking way more risk for less reward. That doesn't make sense in any way. It doesn't make sense in any single way, right? So therefore, I find quite funny that this indicator or whatever just came out because it's kind of showing what I've been trying to say all the time, and some people how did Lung do? Well. Not so well. Some people they just keep on saying, yeah, just dollar cost. But I never hear a good argument like, yeah, but why? Why? What's there to gain? And what's your risk? Right? Even on the altcoins, which look like they are, going sideways for a long time, like Illuvium, oh, double bottom. Then you look at the Bitcoin pair and it turns out that it's not a double bottom. It's a complete crash. The altcoin is tanking, right? Some altcoins look like this. They are fucking weak, right? Not because it's a bad project, bad circumstances, bad tokenomics, token investing, bear market, hype taking off or cooling off, all of that, right? And then you look at this and be like, okay, but if it's crashing against Bitcoin, I don't want to say too much, but Bitcoin is already crashing on its own. Then why do we also need an altcoin that's also going down against an asset that's already going down? I don't know, man. So I think it's soon time to stop talking about this for me, because soon it is time to dollar cost, right? At a certain point, the dollar costers will be right and the dip buyers will be right, because at a certain point there will be the final dip and they will say, oh, told you, FOMO was so wrong. I told you, I don't know, you bought every dip. You tell me if that worked out so far, right? Really, my tactic is so like, I don't really stress, because if I look at a chart and it does this, and at a certain point we will find a stable bottom, right? And then it goes up, whatever the fuck it does, right? My goal is not to time this, right? That's not my goal. My goal is to get this whole area, dollar cost here, dollar cost on your way sideways, not on the way down. And even if you miss out on this, what does it matter? You dollar cost the way up. You have the same or even better entries than someone who dollar costed on the same level, but there the risk was by going down, and here it at least showed that the downward trend is over. If the altcoin is really that good, and it will go up, then you will have this chance. So why would you risk it here if you can even take it here? And you also have the chance to get it here. It will save you so much money. Crypto is often the place where people say like, oh, yeah, quick money, and you know, it's just like a casino. Crypto is the most rewarding place if you know when you should not buy it. Because crypto is also the place that's most easy to get completely wrecked and lose all your money, everything, right? Slow, steady, or fast, it doesn't matter. Right, you can look at a chart. You can put like, for example, on Illuvium right here, right? You can put in $1,000 in right here, write it all the way down right here, right? And you now have $70 left or so. But that slow and steady way down from here to here, for example, is down another 70%. Then you will have like maybe $20 left. It doesn't seem that bad because it takes a while, but it is still going on. Yeah, and I don't know what else to say. Again, soon I will, at least soon, it depends on the market, but I think it's time for me to stop talking about you should not buy altcoins, at least this often, because I think the message is pretty clear. I'm not telling you what to do anyway though, but I do want to, you know, what we now see on the charts, right? Like altcoins are not a good idea. Yeah, here you have it. Bitcoin dominance shooting up, right? The altcoin market coming down. Altcoins losing support on their Bitcoin pair as well. Now it's just waiting for the Bitcoin crash, right? Bitcoin had a small correction towards 28 point something or whatever. And altcoins already saw a pretty huge red candle right there, right? That's like, you know, huge compared to the Bitcoin candle, right? So then I still feel like, okay, shit, yeah, well, what if Bitcoin finally has a normal correction, right? Not that like small, short-lived dip that we've just seen, but just a correction, you know, to 25, 22K, that happens all the time. What if we see that? What if something happens that always happens? Who knows? Well, then altcoins are going fucking down, like hard, right? And that would be the capitulation, and it probably won't look like this, like, right? It won't look like this. It won't be that you don't have time for this, right? And it probably will look something like this, right? You will have some time. Probably, and there will be like these wicks, of course, but you should not try to time the exact low anyway, right? That's not going to work for you. So again, yeah, keep looking out for the S&P, I would say. If that goes down, we saw Bitcoin goes down, and if Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down harder. So if you feel like, okay, it's basically what you should take a look at. Am I going to buy altcoins right now? Yes. Okay, that basically means that the S&P is going up from here. Well, if I look at the S&P chart like this, I feel like, man, doesn't look like the chart that won't have a correction someday, will it? That's all I have to say, guys. I really want you to stay safe because it's so easy to lose your money, and it's your precious money. Let me put it like that. You can use it to make 50x's in the next bull easy and change your life. But what good is a 50x on money that you barely have anymore because you bought every fucking dip in the bear market, right? So you start off with 10K. It's not that difficult to turn that into $500 by buying every single dip. Yeah, if you have $500 and you 50x that, great. But what's that compared to 50xing your 10K? Right? And then you have to wait another fucking 4 years. Oh, it's gonna frustrate you. You don't want that, really. You don't want that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna wrap it up with, guys. Make sure to be in our Telegram where we can talk with each other so you can tell me what an idiot I am for not buying altcoins and not losing my money. And no, we can really have a chat with each other. I really would like to talk to the community members out here and really help each other. Shout out to the Patreon members, people that are really investing in themselves to take control into their own hands, changing their life and going from a fucked up job to full-time crypto. That's the goal right there. And we killing it. So check that out. Have a very nice day. Like the video, celebrate life with whatever the hell, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.